Welcome back, everyone. My name is Katana. I've got another video for you today, and today we are talking about the balance sheet, right? This is one of the three core financial statements that we use in business. And what is the balance sheet? We get a lot of questions about this document, and so we're going to break it down for you. The way to think about your balance sheet is you've got three core, I guess, categories on here, right? And so the first category is going to be your assets. This is what the company owns, right? And so what you're going to see in there is you're going to see your current assets, things like cash or things that are easily converted into cash. And then you've got your fixed assets. These are going to be things like office equipment, leasehold improvements, things that maybe it's not super clear on how quickly or it's going to take a little bit longer to convert that into cash, but we still own it as a company, right? And then next up, you've got your liabilities. And so very similarly to our assets, we've got current liabilities, and then we've got long-term liabilities. So current liabilities are going to be things that the company owes that there's an expectation we're going to pay that back within a year or shorter, right? And then long-term liabilities are going to be things that there's an expectation that it's going to take at least a year or longer to pay that back. And so anytime I'm looking at a new company's balance sheet and there are liabilities on there, or maybe there are assets on there that I'm not quite sure what they are or what the nature of it is pull out your bookkeeping records, right? And so go to your accountant. If you use My Virtual Bookkeeper, then we can provide this for you. Um, but pull out your financial records and go through the list of the accounts that you're not quite sure what they are and what the nature of it is. And you're going to be looking for what is causing that to increase, what's causing it to decrease. You can look at the different entries that are made there. And knowing what those entries are is going to help us figure out what the nature of that account is, what it's being used for. And then we can answer that question of, is it being handled appropriately? Should we be doing something different with this? And so just being able to take inventory, what do we know about the accounts that are on there, can help us get a better sense on what's currently happening with our money, with our business. So that's assets, that's liabilities. The last section is the equity or the shareholders' equity, as it's referred to sometimes. So this is going to include what the overall net worth is of the organization, right? So assets is what you own, liabilities is what you owe, and equity is your net worth in the business. So things to look at there with equity is ideally you want your equity to be a positive total amount. And the reason for this is what that means is that your assets are greater than your liabilities, or what you own is greater than what you owe. And that's a good thing in a business because that means that that business is worth more than the debts that it has, right? And so that's what we're looking for. We want to have a positive balance there. And so a couple things to look at in your equity section is the shareholder distributions. That's always good to know, is what's the total amount that we've distributed over the life of the business. And then the other thing that you can look at is what are the retained earnings, right? That's going to give you the total amount that the business has earned over the life of its existence. So there you have it, folks. That is the quick and dirty for the balance sheet. And I hope and trust that you've learned something around this today. If you have more questions about the balance sheet, please make sure that you drop a comment in the comment section. If you liked this video, make sure you like and subscribe. And feel free, if you have any needs for putting this together or creating your own balance sheet, make sure that you visit us at myvirtualbookkeeper.com, and we will see you all on the next one.